World powers constantly clash, leaving world peace officially gone. World powers are constantly at loggerheads. The lines between allies and foes are becoming increasingly clearer. And of course, wars keep breaking out. One in Ukraine, and now another in Israel. The US is heavily involved in both and must be getting tired of it. But enough is enough. The US is unleashing its greatest weapons to bring victories to its allies and unquestionable defeats to its foes. The US is unleashing its $13 billion aircraft carrier into the sea. It is the largest, heaviest, and most expensive aircraft carrier ever built. Sound the bells and ring the alarms. Warn the foes. Let them know that they better start running because the USS Gerald Ford is coming. It's all another chapter in the war that has lasted decades. But it's no ordinary chapter. It's one that will define the rest of the story for centuries to come. Hamas and Israel have been at loggerheads since before YouTube was created. Launching explosives and issuing threats was almost normal. But this time it was worse. It was far worse. It was like nothing Israel could have predicted. Even despite their warring history, Hamas went from a rival that Israel went fist to fist with to an enemy that would plan and execute terrorist attacks against the country. These attacks began on October 7, about a week ago. It started as a normal morning in Israel, but in not long it would become one of the darkest days in the country's history. Families having a great time would soon have reasons to mourn. Soon, over 1,200 Israelis would lose their lives and thousands would be wounded. Palestinian militant groups, led by Hamas, launched a deadly, large-scale campaign against Israel with a militant invasion of the country from the Gaza Strip, followed by at least 3,000 missiles fired at Israel. Partygoers at a music festival were also targeted. A total of 260 civilians lost their lives at that festival alone. It was a massacre. Whether with military ties or not, Israeli men, women, and children were all in danger of death or kidnapping to be used as bargaining chips or just the spoils of war. Israel was furious, and the Israeli government responded decisively, promising a level of retaliation that the invaders would not forget for generations to come. And they kept true to that promise. After clearing Hamas forces from affected areas inside Israel, the country bombarded Gaza with airstrikes. Israel leveled major parts of the country. Reducing major military hotspots where the invasion plans could have taken place to rubble, with many more following suit. But it was only the beginning. Israel is a close ally of the US and all of the West. In fact, it is one of the few nations officially regarded as major non-NATO allies. An attack on Israel is an indirect attack on the United States, along with the fact that America's 9/11 history motivates the US to crack down on terrorist attacks with iron fists.